For most people, few decisions are as big as the ones that come along with purchasing a home. It is, after all, likely the largest asset they will ever have to their name. Just the mere mention of those decisions probably conjures images of your dream home. Yet, who's really to say what makes a home perfect? A little work can go a long way, and everybody's got to start somewhere after all. Take these 10 bizarre places that people have turned into homes over the years, for instance. It's clear that dream home had a different meaning to them. Number 1. An underground home in the park. Looking for a place to stay? Homeless man Yosu Joel Rios of Fairfax, Virginia, dug a deep hole in a public park. After descending the handmade stairs, he created a 2-bedroom apartment for himself. Much to his dismay, a woman walking through the park eventually discovered his rather inconspicuous abode. Number 2. An old Boeing 727. Actor Bruce Campbell's home, which is nestled in the woods of Portland, Oregon, is the result of a long-standing dream to live in an airplane. He made his dreams come true despite having the wealth to afford a home of any size, and lives in this Boeing 727 6 months out of the year. Number 3. A public restroom. According to Usuki Tsukumi Police Station, 54-year-old Takashi Yamanouchi was arrested when authorities discovered him living in a 990-square-foot attic of a restroom in Japan. He'd been there for 3 years. He later admitted that he wasn't the first occupant, as someone else had lived there for several years prior. Number 4. In an IKEA. Peng Yizhan, a 12-year-old boy from Shanghai, China, was discovered living in an IKEA furniture store for 6 days. He allegedly ran off from his mother after he got annoyed while shopping with her. During the day, he lived off free samples of food at a nearby supermarket, though he was suffering from starvation by the time he was discovered. He had to be transported to a nearby hospital. Number 5. A dumpster in New York City. In 2016, a homeless man named Damian Cummings became the recipient of a dumpster turned apartment that cost $1,500 and had working USB ports. This was because he'd been so kind and generous to 2 male models, Phil Sullivan and Shane Duffy, who posed as homeless men for a social experiment. Number 6. The Sealand. Located in the middle of the ocean near Suffolk, England, this World War II-era fortress was converted into its own nation. Furthermore, its inhabitants elected a king and royal family to rule the land, adopted their own currency, and after declaring themselves independent from England in 1967, even issued their own passports. Number 7. A truck in the Google parking lot. Sick of paying expensive rent when he was barely home, a 23-year-old intern turned Google employee named Brandon had an idea to create his own, so he converted a 128-square-foot truck and parked it in the company's lot. Number 8. A paper house. In 1924, Massachusetts man Ellis F. Stuntman created his dream home completely out of varnished paper. Additionally, his walls were all glued together, and he built furniture out of the same paper too. Number 9. In a tree stump. After leaving behind all his worldly possessions, Mick the Barefoot Sensei Dodge decided to retreat from the real world into the woods. So deep, in fact, that he made his home in the stump of a large tree. Now a physical fitness guru, people often visit him in the woods to train with him at his business, Earth Gym. Number 10. In a sewer. Former drug addict Miguel Restrepo and his wife Marcia Garcia call this abandoned sewer home. Inside, the couple did some rather incredible renovations. Furthermore, they added a bed, a television, and even a stove.